Friends, come on. I've kept this secret for so long.
And you've done a great job keeping the secret. It is, we're almost ready. We almost got everything lined up. I'm so ready, so excited to do this video cast.
You don't understand. I can barely keep Christmas presents a secret. How am I keeping this a secret any longer? I can't do it. I have to tell my friends.
You just got to keep it secret a little bit longer, just a little bit longer till the timing is absolutely perfectly right.
Oh, Cheryl.
I always warn them beforehand about our introduction and what could happen. So, hi, coffee, coochie conversation friends. Welcome to your favorite Hump Day Nooner podcast. I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Kelly.
And today we have very special guests with us. We have a nonprofit organization new out of East Davenport known as Siren Ship.
Yay.
And we have Heidi, who is, I want to say, the talent.
The whole board is full of talent, to be quite honest, local talent. Yes.
Awesome. And Jennifer, who's a part of the board.
Correct.
So I mentioned we just talking like friends. So if you want to introduce yourself with your last names,
Okay.
that way, because I'm a first name kind of person. So and your last name, I'm not even going to try.
Oh no, it's Osborne, Jennifer Osborne.
Is it really that easy? Mm-hmm. And
Mine is Sallows, so it often is said Swallows, but it's not. It's Sallows.
Sallows.
I love you already.
And if it can be pronounced
From
wrong.
6th grade on.
If it can be pronounced wrong. And I think I had one teacher pronounce mine right in all the years. So I'm sensitive to that and wanting to make sure you get someone's name pronounced right. And it might have been, do you have a hyphenation going on?
Oh, I do. Holling.
Okay, so I think it was the hyphenation that was kind of throwing me off there. So friends talking over coffee, and you guys have so much exciting things happening.
Yes.
So many cool things coming up. As you were coming in the door, I was telling them how much I love to play euchre. I love euchre.
Friday night, 5 o'clock. That's Coffee House.
This Friday night is and coffee and euchre.
And there's wine there, too. There'll be some wine.
I'm so
For a
jealous.
nonprofit.
I work Friday nights.
And gluten-free
We'll miss
treats.
you.
I saw that. You got some baked goods
I'm
coming
gonna bake
that are
some
gluten.
stuff.
You are doing that. And it's, for those who aren't aware, we'll take that step back and I'll let you explain what you do, and then they can understand what the euchre tournament is for.
Okay.
Who wants to take the lead on the Siren Ship? Tell
Siren
us about
Ship. What are we, Jen? What is Siren Ship? Our mission statement is, for the most part, it's to give teachers, local teachers, access to free art supplies through our donation and shop. So people donate, and then the supplies that we get, we put on the shelves. Teachers can come in, show us their badge or whatever they've got, an educator from an organization. Just let us know what kind of education program you're a part of. You know what I mean? We'll give you a bag. They go grab whatever they want, and then they, at checkout, pay $0. So we're trying to do something for educators. You know?
I think that's so excellent. I'm big into art, reuse, recycle, repurpose, all of that. And you're covering
Do
all
teachers
of
normally
that.
pay for it themselves?
Teachers, I was a school teacher down in Arizona for 5 years, and we had a $200 budget for the entire year.
Yeah.
And
They pay for it by themselves.
for 400 students coming through your, I had all the grades. So it was you just did not have enough. So I actually did a classroom clean out in that classroom because it hadn't been cleaned out in 20 years. And there was tons of stuff for me to reuse. So I just developed a curriculum around, reused materials, all the things that I needed to teach them, but they were learning it with all the reuse stuff that we had. And it was great. It worked out good, So, and then there were some organizations in Phoenix that are doing similar things to what our organization is doing. They inspired it. Yeah.
Sherry at the Art Resource Center in Phoenix. I just was down there last week and visited with her, and she was phenomenal. She told us all about how it's run there, and they've done it for almost 20 years now.
Yeah.
So who are you getting your donations from?
So the community, people who are other crafters that go to, Hobby Lobby all the time. and go to Michael's and go to Joann Fabrics and maybe the hardware store. We do office supplies too. And then we'll also take like costumey stuff because we like the mermaid stuff. And so we're trying to kind of be fun that way. You know what I mean? So we'll just see what happens. We're just trying to make it a fun space that teachers can get stuff for free. And then the public can come in and find quirky items and purchase at a really low cost. Yeah.
Do you mean like scraps or like leftovers of like a project people
Yes,
did at home
all of that.
and like stuff like that? Okay, cool.
Tiles. We got some tiles in the other day.
So you are talking to the right girl because my mom, I will tell you what, she is the biggest artsy lady ever and she gets addictions that are insane.
Yes.
The fabric store in the basement.
Oh, my mom has like 10 of these like rolly things with 20 drawers. And you pull them out, and they are color-coded gems for like jewelry she makes.
Yes,
nice.
that's
like
yes,
I swear to God,
she's our
it's
people.
crazy. Yeah. I mean, I walked down there and I'm like, you will never use any of the not enough to even dent it is what I mean. But she does. She makes so much jewelry all the time.
All right,
That's
so
cool.
everybody run out and raid their parents' house.
Right.
How easy.
Well, and that's how I
even my
feel.
house.
Everybody
I
has,
raided my own stash.
Everybody
Yeah.
has something.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I pulled out the yarn. Now my cat decided the yarn was really fun between yesterday and today. But even
Yes.
something like that, so fabric scraps, you're
I
not
was gonna say, do you have
tied
a
into
list?
just
or?
paint supplies.
We do. We put a list out. I think it's on our website for sure. We've posted, and we can also
We
email.
even said
the
cans
list.
at some
So
point.
yeah.
So I got the smaller cans,
Yes.
the different shapes of the cans.
So if you're a
Yes, that is
recycler, if you
perfect.
wash these things out, we will take them.
Yes.
Yeah, 'cause
Yep.
you don't want to do all that work though. Yeah, I would not want. So,
well,
We
and
don't
you
have a
you
washing
have-
facility.
Yeah.
We have a
Yeah,
sink.
we need them washed.
You know.
yeah,
Yeah.
please do.
Yeah.
Those are volunteer opportunities available right now also.
Oh, this Saturday we have what we call Sort and Snacks, and you can come out between noon and 6 o'clock and help us sort things. So on top of that, this week we decided to have a donation drive as well. So we have a big circle right outside of our facility, and they can drive up, and we'll come out and get it from their car.
Yes.
Oh, where's this at?
This is at 1019 Mound Street in the village of East Davenport. So it's a really nice location. We wanted to have something nice, instead of having a warehouse or something. We thought about getting a warehouse, but then we had an opportunity for this space, and we decided this was going to be, why not have, just a nice space for the
that
reuse
school?
materials.
For the creativeness too, the
Yeah.
inspiration.
Is it
and
that
all
bigger
that.
school looking building?
Yes, the big
Oh,
green one.
you know the little house across the street that's colorful?
I think
I did
so.
hair out of there for like 5 years.
Oh,
Gotcha.
With the girls, yeah, they've
World.
been there. I don't know if they're still there, but they've been there forever. But right across was that. I know exactly where you are.
yeah.
That's
So
a
like
huge
hopefully-
building too.
It is.
Do
It
you have the
is.
whole
It is.
building?
5,000
No.
square foot.
Holy moly.
First floor,
We have a
second
second floor.
Second floor.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, it would be crazy to have the whole building. I feel like.
Now
Yeah.
back to your euchre tournament this Friday. It's
Yeah.
not at your building, and it is a fundraiser.
We'd like to have a building someday.
Why
I think we
couldn't
can
you have
grow
it
into
there?
a building someday, but we're going to just start here. This is big
renting
enough
the space
right
on
now.
the second
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah.
In the village.
That's
But that euchre tournament
Yes.
is at the coffee house.
The coffee house down in the village. Yep. She approached us and was like, if you want to have an event down here, a fundraiser.
Super smart though.
Yeah.
On her
Sweet.
part and yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
It will be fun.
There will be mermaids there.
So we jumped on. I'm like, immediately, I'm like, let's go. What's the soonest date you got?
Which is, you can tell when something's easy, when people are coming to you and they, that's meant to be. So your
That's how it
timing
feels.
is right. That's awesome.
That's how it
There's
feels.
so much that goes
Yeah.
on in the village. That's good that you guys are there.
Oh, it's
I
going to
hope
be a
so.
good time.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
they have
even
stuff
like
all
coming up
summer
with all the
long,
summer
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, there's festivals.
That'd be very
people
easy.
walk
There's
the
going to be a
streets.
zombie walk this year. We're going to be a part of that.
We'll be trashy zombies.
Oh, that's awesome. I actually
We
was
might
in
have
charge
to
of a
join
Halloween
you.
run, 5K Halloween
fun.
in
Oh, that's
Bettendorf
cool.
at Crow Creek Park many years ago. But yeah, it was super fun.
Can we
That
talk
is
you into a
cool.
We might
mermaid
have
parade?
to, yeah, we
Oh
might have
yeah,
to join
right?
let's do this.
Zombie mermaids.
Yes, why not? I mean,
Sirens
yeah,
are
Yeah, there could be
kinda
zombie
scary.
anything. I would
Yeah,
feel.
you can fuse anything nowadays.
I like that.
How do you become
That's
a zombie
awesome.
again? Is that not? That's not biting the neck, right?
You just
No.
any kind of bite.
Oh yeah, so that I'm right. Okay. We're biting necks out there.
We
Turn
already
into
talked
mermaids.
about, we aren't talking about Exodus right?
No, I'm not. I don't
so
have
the
any
bite isn't
reporting from any exes. No, all my exes live in Texas.
Amen, sister.
I am
And this
so
is
jealous.
why I live in Iowa. As the song goes, it's Tennessee, but this is why I live in a different area code
That's right.
from the exes. Yeah, I prescribe to the same mental health.
Yeah, no, I'm lying. I have tons of exes around here. I grew up around here. I've just
Same,
moved
same.
a lot of places.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Port Byron.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, out there. Yeah, it was really nice.
It's nice out there.
It was really nice. And
Is
then,
that the other side of our
So you
Tug
come
Fest?
home.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're the side that always wins, but they have more. They have like cool
we're
events.
against the current. I'm just kidding. I've never been, but I love the people that like get in debates about that. Oh, we're against the current. Well, you know what I mean? It's like
Yes, let's
probably
see
true,
exactly.
but you never know.
Where do you stand on the current now that you're on this side?
You know, now, well, I do. I live in Coal Valley since I've moved back from Arizona.
Oh, okay.
So that's really nice. But, and so our headquarters is still registered out of my apartment because I was accumulating art supplies over the summer there. So and then we got a storage space at some point, and the city was helping us. Yeah, the Davenport was helping us. So that started to get full. So then it was like, okay, we need to, get into a storefront. So it kind of.
Is it mostly like paper, pens, paints?
Paper, pens, doll heads.
Really? Okay. Like for real.
Looms.
Yes. We had a doll maker.
Wood
Colored
birdhouses.
straws. Okay.
Yeah.
But you have
Pipe
the city
cleaners.
support
Kids
on
love
this.
pipe cleaners.
I have so much
We're getting
stuff
lots
you
of
don't even know.
Well,
I do have a
be waiting
5-year-old.
for
I
you.
can't give you it all, but
You have this fundraiser coming up this Friday, but you
Yeah.
have more fundraisers scheduled.
We do.
Tell us about another one that's coming up
Yeah.
relatively recently so people can remember, put it in their calendar, especially if it's in the next month or so. It's easier to remember and schedule.
Yeah, we've got, so on the 10th, that is our euchre tournament, so that's coming up this Friday. Then we have our grand opening on the 18th. But 2 days prior to that, on the 16th and 17th, I'm just letting whoever wants to come by, so if you ladies want to come by, anybody listening wants to come by and paint some like myrrh
That's what you were
stuff
talking
on the
about.
walls, you can just,
we were going to come. She had the dates wrong.
Yeah, come down there.
I was-
It would be great.
We'll
We've
get those
got it
dates.
on-
We were
we've
literally en
rescheduled
route
it
to
on
come
the
to your guys'
calendar.
place.
Yep.
I have
be
lots
fun.
of paint. Yep.
Awesome. I
Yeah.
have lots of ideas.
I have lots of turquoise
Oh,
paint.
good.
Not so
you
much
gonna paint
talent, but
Wonderful.
lots of ideas.
Let's do this.
That's me too.
Let's do this.
I have some shells I can bring along if that helps.
I like that
I'm
too.
a big rock
Some
and
glue
shell
and
person.
shell?
Yeah, nothing. The beach is up there with art in terms of therapy.
There we
Just
go.
being out
For
there
sure.
and picking up rocks
Mm-hmm.
and driftwood, things like that.
Oh yeah, you could make some driftwood sculptures.
I was just going to say that's one thing I did with the kids was I took the driftwood and used the seashells and made the wind chimes.
Oh yeah,
with
the
them.
sea.
nice.
That's cool.
So yeah, something simple
thought of
but
that.
Yeah.
reuse, nature.
Found material
Reuse.
sculptures. Yeah.
I'm big into the feng shui.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
guess
cool.
if you want to call it that, where you're bringing nature in and bringing the outside in, and that's just one way too to keep the kids in touch with
Facing your
nature.
couch the right way or whatever, towards
Yeah.
the door.
Yeah.
You can just
Well-
go out and collect all little things and then
Yeah.
Yes, well, when we were little, we just put wax paper together and put leaves in it and ironed it.
Oh, that's
And
I
that
always
was a
forget
really
that,
simple
too,
thing
the
that we
simple
did.
stuff.
That
Yeah.
Oh, and then you could rub it with a crayon.
there's so
on
many
paper,
different
and it
things
makes
you
the
can
leaves come
do.
on there. Yeah.
But we also know feels like one of the first things art, music gets cut in school.
It does.
So you're stepping in and filling in because art is therapy. It has, and you've
That's what
been
I do.
doing
That's
it.
my
yes.
that's
and
my side fun.
And you had said like
Painting.
if crafters have something, and I got into painting on vintage windows. And the great thing about glass is you can paint on both sides and have two different pictures on both sides. And I had one that was a double window
How cool.
that, well, I left it looked really nice outside till the wind blew it over. And since then, I haven't done anything. I had put so much time and energy, and it really did look beautiful.
you're gonna have
but
to
I
do
was
something soon.
foolish
Oh.
and took it outside. But that's something that I
it
like to
break
do
or what?
is it shattered.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, it was
Ew.
heavy old glass, and again, you could look at it in the wintertime. I had it on the windowsill in the house, so you could see outside. You were seeing, or I could just turn it around, seeing one thing and seeing the other, because it's two-sided. It's glass.
And we like to do, stuff like that with every year. We do with the Living Lands and Waters. Yeah. It's called the Barge Party Art Auction. And so they had it for like 12 years straight from like 2003, I think it was on. And so I helped to develop that. And then
really,
and then they stopped. They're doing their their barge parties for a few years, but they did it last year, and now they're going to do it again this year. So we're back on. So why I bring that up is because there was a lot of artists that would make stuff out of found objects, and we would actually ask them to. Be like, hey, why don't you go out there and collect something and then put it together in some interesting way, and we'll auction that off in our art auction.
Oh, that's
so
neat.
People brought in like turtles made out of like driftwood material. Ooh. And like ducks, boats. They would make like really cool, have like masts on them and like neat. It's just, just some very interesting found object sculptures that so that also over the years, being a part of that organization and then helping to develop this kind of program, we even use stuff off of their barge to make our art objects out of, and then people would come and auction that off for like $500, $800, it was great.
Since you have a relationship with the city, I really believe if the garbage cans in the city had fun shapes to them,
yeah,
they'd get used more.
Oh, yeah.
If it was like throwing a basket in, yes. Mm-hmm. Even a dolphin, a whale, some shape that people would gravitate towards the garbage can, and you find a lot less garbage in the city.
Yeah.
I really believe that.
Sure. Yeah, why not? Make it a little more interesting. Public sculpture too, people are trying to move towards making stuff out of found objects, even in like welding, you know what I mean? So it's not just in one genre. So, being a reuse material store, you know what I mean? For myself, just has been a natural progression of my art career. You know what I mean?
Okay, so
I gotta tell you guys all this. We all gotta get closer to our microphones.
Oh, okay.
And when we are talking, we gotta not try to talk over each other.
Okay.
Will be helpful.
Yes.
That's for all of us.
We got it.
And we're about
it's not you guys.
Okay.
18 minutes in, so we're okay. That brings into Mural Soup. Mm-hmm. And that's your other business. I don't want to get it wrong or the details of it wrong. But I feel like that's how people know you around town.
Yep.
And then this is an offshoot of that just you're doing because you're that type of person.
Well, murals is how I make my money. So those are my, those are my contracts. So that's, that's my 9 to 5. Yeah. Yep. And then, and I do that with Sarah Robb. She's a local mural artist as well. We've known each other for years. So we just decided to join forces because we paint together and stuff. So she's awesome. But then Siren Ship kind of came about as like, it's interesting. I've been talking about doing a business like this for a while and years. Looking stuff up, kind of tinkering with a business plan, things like that. And everybody telling me that you're not going to be able to do it, And I'm like, but there's all these other examples around the country where there's, these reuse art supply stores and that also that benefit teachers. So I was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to pay the money. You know what I mean? Get registered, just start doing all the things. You know what I mean? So we're now, federally, we have our tax exemption federally and by the state. So we're 100% nonprofit. We're go. You know what I mean?
And you said they were helping you fill a storage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
the local city. Yeah.
Are you a former teacher, a teacher?
I've done many different things with teachers along the way when my kids were younger. Yeah. So I was a Sunday school coordinator, and I was also a Girl Scout troop leader for 7 years. So
lots of crafts.
That's where my background comes in. Lots of crafts. Yep.
Been there, done that. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jen's
do you have any
awesome.
books? No, I'm just kidding. I have a 5-year-old. I always forget the small stuff.
The little things.
Yeah.
They always find them.
But I was going to say, but I feel like maybe somebody else gets, to teach her some stuff.
Well, and I think that's something you also have going on there. Right, is classes?
We have some field trips lined up.
We do.
Trips. Okay, tell us more.
Yeah, so we've got some classes lined up. I'm going to do a macrame class at first. A friend of mine came up to me and was like, have a macrame class and make some plant hangers. And she's like, 'cause I've always wanted to do that. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Because I know I have a variety of skill sets. So, So I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And then
whip it out.
Yeah, we're going to try to do maybe a cat toy class. I know that sounds silly, but I have cats.
No, it's how fun.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
How fun though.
Yeah.
Like interesting. Nobody's
And
done
if you
it.
don't have cats, you can give it to your kid.
Yeah, I mean, we're just going to make some
same.
stuffed little things or something, you know,
And I know,
hang
Kelly,
them from
you like to
strings.
paint. We're going to do a starry night painting night.
I've done one of those with my mom and I loved it. I did. That was so fun.
So I think our spin with our classes is that it's a green studio, right? So that's kind of an umbrella term for, you know, the classes that happen in there. We're going to try to make sure that there's reuse materials involved. So if there's a painting class like Starry Night, we're going to try to use the paint we already have. And or maybe the fabric that we would use to stretch on the stretchers, you know, to make the paintings on, maybe that's reuse fabric, you know. So we're going to try to figure out some ways to always incorporate, you know, some of the supplies into so we don't have to, we don't want to go out and buy new canvas.
Right.
Kind of
We're
defeats
trying
the purpose.
Right. Exactly.
Especially when you have people like Kelly's mom that has a bunch of canvas somewhere or this,
Well,
that,
are
and
you
the
pre-selling
other.
tickets to these
It's-
events?
Yeah, I don't know if we call them tickets, but that's what I keep calling them too, is tickets. Like,
Yeah.
But the good thing is we're trying to implement volunteerism, but also we want to pay people. So if you're an artist and or just a maker, and you're like, okay, I'll come to your shop and I would host a class. It's like a mini little fundraiser for us. You host a class. We'll give you 50% of every ticket up to $125 for 2 hours of work. And then the rest of that money goes back to Sirenship as like a fundraising donation. Right. Yes.
I saw that now. Okay, so could anything be more than a one class? So for instance, if somebody...
Ceramic or something.
Right, or someone like me wanted to come in and just do paper mache. Paper mache needs time to dry and have them come back and paint it.
Okay, so
isn't paper mache
have a
fun?
make and take room. You can actually come and get your stuff you want to do by yourself and take it into the make and take room and make it.
See, because it's way too messy to do at home.
And then you could leave it there to dry and come back later, of course.
She gets it. It's way too messy to do at home.
Yeah.
And glitter's the
I'm
same
excited about
way.
the make and take room. Or what did you call it? A tinker room?
Tinker room, make a take room. I've been calling it 5,000 different things, but you know, something's going to land.
A love-hate relationship with glitter. I hate to have it in the house because, it's worse than sand at the beach. It's going to end up everywhere. It is.
I like
I
it.
love it, but
For our parties, like at the events for where I work, we're always just like anything but no glitter. You can't get it out of the carpet.
stays
Yeah,
forever.
just not,
I
love glitter.
It travels,
What's your favorite
too.
color? Glitter.
Yeah, you may not have even been at the party, but you'll have the glitter from 3 weeks ago. You'll find that glitter. So
forever.
New Year's is always fun like that.
and there's times that are appropriate, and
I
I've
think it's
even
kinda
done
funny,
glitter
but,
eyeshadow, but just for New Year's Eve. But
yeah.
still later, it was
might have
chasing glitter.
Oh, I love glitter.
It's like tinsel on a tree.
We do the mermaid face painting stuff too for like parties. And
You
that's
paint faces?
Yes.
That's another one of our fundraisers.
Oh my God, my daughter would love that.
Yeah.
No, that is awesome.
We'll come to your
When's that?
party.
Yeah.
Whenever.
Paint
So
faces.
yeah.
Okay.
So people can book us, and we've got some artist volunteers too that have said they would go, and some kids from Black Hawk College. They're the art club out there.
Oh, they're wonderful. They've helped us a lot in volunteering and
Yeah.
sorting and
That's awesome.
Good kids.
Well, it also gives them opportunities to meet other people and just get in that community of like-minded. And being a role model. That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you, Atticus.
thanks, Atticus.
Thanks, Atticus. We love you.
Well, I was going to say, we like Atticus. Cheers to Atticus.
Cheers to
Shout out to
Atticus and
Atticus.
hooking up the art club at Black Hawk. Yes.
I was going to say, your cup's
Atticus,
right
tell
there,
me,
dear.
Atticus, thank you. Tell me about Atticus.
Atticus is an art student, and he we met up with him through the Quad City Arts Metro Arts Summer Youth Program. So Sarah and I teach murals pretty much, but everybody gets paid that's involved. So the kids get paid, the artist gets paid. So we're like lead artists on a project, and then all these kids come in, and they're all artists, so they get vetted, and then we all together paint a mural within like a month and a half. I mean, just very quickly, and which is awesome. So, and they're really big projects. We painted, like there's a underneath the bridge, there's kind of a guy underneath the bridge crouching down, and he's like down in Davenport. Our group painted that. Oh my God. And the one across the street from it, Sarah has done it for like 14 years.
So a bunch of people go and do that together?
Yep.
Oh, that is so cool.
And you just finished one big project, right, in someone's house?
I did.
Yeah. Really cool looking.
Thank you.
They can find that on your page if they go to Mural Soup. I cannot say that word 3 times fast. MURAL, Mural Soup. I can say it slow. I can't say it fast.
Mural Soup.
Mural Soup and Siren Ship are both kind of tough. Siren Ship.
I don't have any alcohol in my coffee. It's okay.
Not yet.
Yeah. It's afternoon. Technically, we could do that. But yeah.
Just kidding.
Mural Soup, though, that's, a whole separate business. Again, you said your bread and butter.
Yep.
And I was in a Frank Lloyd Wright house this past weekend that was commissioned in 1902, finished in 1904. And the murals in the house are still beautiful. And there's some of the, that artwork.
They were done right then.
Yeah.
Transition to Done Right TV, our sponsor.
Done
Thank you,
Right.
Done Right TV.
There we
so
go.
yes, if anybody here has any internet needs, any security needs, cameras to keep your valuables safe, you can hit us up here at Done Right TV and Security. So yes, thank you.
I like that.
Thank you for. And yes, that mural has lasted in 1904.
Oh,
and
wow.
You know what year it is.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
it is still just as beautiful. And so your work,
That
you
sounds
guys
cool.
might
So
not
what messes
see
it up?
for
People
how
touching it?
long it's going to be.
Old building, cracking in ceilings.
So yeah, I mean, there's I have murals that are gone. Murals in general are ephemeral. You know what I mean?
She painted the windows, a bunch of windows downtown at Christmas time.
Oh,
So those get changed.
My hairstylist is down there. That's what she did tell me.
Yeah, I like her. Yeah,
I like her too.
she's gonna do my hair next Tuesday. At Kush Hair
Shout out to the hairstylist. What's her name?
Well, I don't know if we do all the same one.
I'm going to Kush Hair Salon.
Is it right next to Barrel House?
No, yeah, is it? I don't know.
the name of it.
I'm an Illinois region that like plays around in Iowa. You know what I mean?
There's alcohol in there.
I'm like, I'm a ding dong, so don't. I mean, I get lost every time I go there, and I've grown up here my whole life. Okay, so
We've only got a couple minutes left because, again, we're going to work to keep it short and sweet.
Yeah.
And we've done a good job at keeping it sweet. We'll get dirty when we're done. And the short part, still working on that. Is there anything? You've got the microphone, you've got the table. Is there anything
Definite shout
you
out
want
to
to
our
get?
teachers out there to come in and check it out.
Okay, so what are the hours? Let's make it easy.
We are open Wednesday through Sunday from noon to 6.
yes.
One more time.
Saturday.
Wednesday.
I don't know where Sunday ended up in there.
Oh,
so
sorry.
Saturday.
Sorry.
Wednesday
Okay, so
through Saturday.
Siren Ship is open noon to 6, Wednesday through Saturday.
Love it.
I tried to have a DJ
awesome.
voice.
Yeah, I was going to say, whoop, whoop. This is our sound
So
effects.
you guys aren't there, obviously, right?
I am.
All day long.
You know, I'm working a lot these days, about 16 hours sometimes a day, which is fine. I got to go paint during the day and then go to Siren Ship.
So, okay,
She
you're
has
doing
her
it at
caffeine.
night.
Mm-hmm. Caffeinated.
Yes.
I do it too.
Go.
And
Otherwise,
candy.
we'd all be in trouble.
Yeah.
And this Friday is the euchre. They can pre-register. Can people sign up that day at the
sign
coffee
up
house?
is that day at the coffee house.
It is that day at the
6,
coffee
correct.
house. And then Saturday you have the donation. Is that right?
The drive-through.
The drive-through donation,
Yes,
as well as opportunities for people to come volunteer.
Correct.
Do they need
We've
to
had
get a
some
hold
great
of you?
volunteers already.
Yeah, they can just show
Volunteers are
up.
priceless.
Just show up. Yeah.
I've got tons of hummus.
Second Saturday of the month, every month. We'll
Okay.
take those
I should write that
volunteers.
down.
Okay, second Saturday of the month, every month. Okay.
Oh, in the macrame class, one last thing. I'm having macaroni and cheese served. So if you come to the class,
Mac and
you can
mac.
have mac and cheese, mac and mac night.
Can't go wrong there.
That's right, mac and mac.
Dirty Shirty ladies, you might want to put that one on your schedule too, because that sounds like fun. You'd like the Dirty Shirley ladies.
Well, then let's
yeah,
do
I already
that.
checked
Oh,
that.
that would have been fun if all of us would have been here. All 6 of us.
There would definitely be alcohol in my coffee.
Well, I'm excited
All
to
right.
hang out with you ladies again. That would be
Yeah.
quite wonderful. Yes.
We would enjoy that as well. I'm interested in the painting the mermaids. I want to come out and do that. That's
Yes,
the 16th
please.
and 17th of that month,
Yes.
of this month.
Next
is that
week.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Do you have
you need
Facebook
any
page and
models?
Do what?
sure.
Yes,
So
I
you
think I
could
made a
just,
page
like,
for it.
Whatever
Okay,
your
sure.
ideas
Yeah,
are,
event
bring
page.
them.
I'm going to bring Kelly, and I'm a tracer around the outside.
We have a projector. If you want to,
I don't even need.
Oh, we do not need a larger version of me.
If you have a picture, we'll just project that up there.
I would die. I'll be at work. She sends me a picture. I'm at work. She's like, look at what we're doing.
Can I do a merman?
You can do a merman. You can do a merperson.
A titan.
I tell you.
You can do a titan.
I tell you, when I do a snowman
Are you going to bring a model for this?
When I do a snowman at home, he is not round. He is like, So, I would...
How do you make a snowman have muscles?
You just pack it together, because that's what the snowman does.
You pack arms too?
Yeah, of course.
So you give it balls?
Balls.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, there it is. There it is. You could make a mer dog if you wanted to. There you go.
What? Wait, a what?
Mer cat. Commemorate your cat forever on our walls. If come make a catfish.
Horse.
Oh, mermany horse.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna make a horse fish. Yes, that's fine. It's totally fine.
I love you guys. Yes, you're welcome back. Thank you for being our friends. Joining us today on
Thank you.
Conversation. Siren Ship, Heidi and Jennifer. You know us. I'm Cheryl. This is Kelly. Now, next week, we want to talk about that real fast. Yeah. We have the promoter, the founder, talent buyer for Tailgate and Tall Boys, who are coming to Clinton, Iowa in June. Have you heard about that?
Tim McGraw,
Tim McGraw, speaking of. Yeah, I know. And if Faith isn't around, I've already volunteered to package protect.
Of course you have.
You know it. So no, I called dibs. I haven't been able to lick anything, but I've called dibs.
He's over. Oh wait, never mind.
Security.
Are you going to
let
let
Tim McGraw, baby?
Remember what you told me about men over 50? I think he's over 50.
He is. I'm okay with it.
You're okay with the saggy balls?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Saggy balls from Tim McGraw are better than no balls, as far as Tim McGraw goes.
He might have something on him. He might have to.
Oh, don't encourage me. And Jelly Roll is going to be there headlining also.
Jelly Rolls.
I'm telling you, Jelly Roll's blowing my mind. His music.
He's the bomb right now.
He really is #1 in country music. But also, I think we've got Jake Owen coming out there, Jody Messina. The lineup is just fantastic. And
I think it'd be fun to make
out there.
Big event out of it.
You can get one-day tickets out there. Just all sorts of really good opportunities. So if you haven't liked their page yet, please do so. Okay. And everybody out there, if you haven't liked the Siren Ship page out there, please do so.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got some great guests coming up. Obviously, we have some great guests here in the studio today. We thank you for coming in. We thank everybody.
Thank you, ladies.
And enjoy your hump day.
Hump day.
Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
On that note, we're signing off, Sonny.
May the force be with you.
May the force, that's right.